Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel. Now, just before I dive in there and pull your cards for today, I just like to say I am an experienced and professional holistic and spiritual counselor and mentor, and I offer 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as spiritual and holistic counselling, mentorship, plus advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. And I also offer astrology birth charts. Just check out the details in the description box below this video for more information. So let's dive in there and let's see what messages the cards have for you about both you and your person's love journey thus far. And let's see what messages the cards have for you about your person, Capricorn. Alright, so let's go. Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So we're going to come in with the now. All right, guys. All right. So you're coming in with the Strength card for both you and your person. So the Strength card is Leo, and Leo is ruled by the Sun. Okay, and the Sun actually rules your 5th house, Capricorn. And your 5th house is Taurus. Well, Taurus is in your 5th house, I should say. Now, at this point in time, the Sun is actually in Leo, its own sign here, guys. All right, but you also have Mercury retrograding through Leo at this point in time here. So let me just have a look at this for you. Well, you know, it's actually coming in as quite good here, guys, to be quite honest. Let's just have a look at this for you. It's talking about here that for both you and your person, you kind of have everything that you need. I've worked really hard for it, Capricorn. And Capricorn is the hardest working star sign in the zodiac. But let me just keep going here. Because home, material possession, material wealth, prosperity means a lot to you. This Strength card can also talk about an ego. Here, guys, anything that keeps you stuck, it's both positive and negative, and it may come in as how you see your surroundings. Here. See, this may come in as a choice. And what may prove to be a challenge in terms of the ego, what may be keeping you stuck, here is your material wealth and prosperity. This can come in as both you and your person here, Capricorn. But I will keep going here. All right, now you were coming in with the World card. The World card is Aquarius here. Can also be seen as Jupiter, however. So when you're coming in with the World card, Aquarius, okay, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. Now, Aquarius is actually in your 2nd house here. And once again, you're coming in with Venus here. Yeah, there's a want for change here, guys. Yeah, there's a want to change here in your reading. You know, this is a complete flip in a sense here, Capricorn, for both you and your person here. What I mean by a complete flip, like I spoke about with the Strength card, all right, being your 5th house, and Taurus is in your 5th house, all right. Now you're coming in with Aquarius. Aquarius is your 2nd house of material possessions here, guys. And your 2nd house is ruled by Venus here. Now, it comes in, there is some really robust conversations happening here. It comes in as, what I get here is challenging. It's challenging here. Does it have to be this way? Can we do it another way here? Something about economy, something about the money here, guys. How money is made in terms of wealth here. But what does wealth look like? What does it feel like? You've got the freedom here. There's a want to be free in a sense here, but that's about how I see things. This is both you and your person, how I see things, not so much how you see things, other people is what I'm getting here, society, the TV here, music. All right, guys, when you're coming in with the World card, because the World card can be seen as completion, all right, and Uranus does rule here. It's about change here, guys. What's important now? What is actually material resources? What is it now? How can that be seen as, or certain things be seen as a material resource here? Because it's coming in as, over time, that concept, that idea here of material prosperity, yeah, is changing here, and it comes in as you can't kind of stop it here. Because this is big for your person, and this is also big for you, because there's a flip happening here. Yeah, of course it can come in as a light bulb moment here, guys, but it's deeper than just a light bulb moment here. It's not like you just got that idea and then you saw things differently. This is talking about here, can even come in as a tower moment. Something's happened here, okay, and it has been changing over time. All right, guys, your idea, the way in which you see money, this is both you and your person, the way in which you see possessions here, guys, okay, and even resources here. Or it can come in as ownership here, guys. See, at this point in time, you have Pluto in your 2nd house, all right, of material possessions. Now, Pluto is in retrograde here, guys, and it talks about, like I said, challenging the social norms, challenging here, and it's your conversation. Like I said, there is some robust conversation happening here. Well, it can talk about the environment here, guys. But it's not just about the environment here. In terms of resources here, there's a change in material possessions here. Oh, gosh. Here, guys. All right. Maybe you're showing your person this. Because you're actually both going through these changes here. All right. I need some more cards. That's going on now. Yeah. Some deep discussions happening here. Awareness here. This is creating an awareness for your person. See, with Mercury going into retrograde at this time in Leo. All right, Capricorn. Now let me just check that out for you. Yeah. Pluto. Coming in with your eighth house. You know, Leo is actually in your 8th house here of transformations. All right, Leo is, your 8th house is ruled by Pluto, and I've already spoken about Pluto here coming in with Aquarius. All right, guys, because Pluto is actually in your 2nd house, and Aquarius is in your 2nd house here. You're saying something, your person is saying something. They're not holding back here, guys, in terms of changes. This is coming in as some big major changes here, but there's opposition. That's the better word. There's opposition to these changes here. It's another word for it. Stubborn. People aren't seeing eye to eye with your person, maybe even yourself here. Program. Let me keep going here. The sun. Some kind of truth here. Some kind of truth. So when you're coming in with the sun card here, so the sun card, I normally see the sun card as self. All right. Inner happiness here. But most times you have to find that inner happiness. And it can come in as looking at your abundance, your material prosperity here. Okay, this is both you and your person, and realizing that it doesn't bring in the joy or the fulfillment that you were wanting. What it can also talk about here on a really big level here, guys, the bigger picture is it's not about you. This can be about others too. It can be about the world, can actually be about humanity. Coming in with Aquarius here, guys. All right, let's come in with the potential, obstacles and challenges. I think I might have nailed it there, but I just need a little bit more. Thank you. Alright, so you have the Page of Wands, you have the Two of Cups, and you were coming in with the Queen of Cups here. Alright, so let's have a look here. This is obstacles and challenges here in your reading, Capricorn. Can talk about rejoice and celebration here. I do see the Page of Wands as a messenger. All right, guys. But it is about wanting to take action, wanting to take a certain action here when you're coming in with the Page of Wands. But there is a tendency to only want to take a specific action here and wanting an outcome, the outcome that you desire. So, but you only want to take a small, like I said, a specific kind of action towards your person. This is both you and your person, but wanting a big reward here when you're coming in with the Page of Wands. You can be seen as lack. Now this can come in as lack because you only want to do it your way. Yeah, there's passion involved here, guys, but it's like you hold back and you say to yourself, here, this is both you and your person, here, yeah, well, once you come towards me, then I'm going to go all in. But first you have to come towards me. First you have to take the step. Yeah, I'm going to take a certain action towards you, but I want you to be the one to be serious. It comes in that way because I've already taken the first step. That's how this person can kind of come in here. Now, of course, this can be both you and your person here in your reading. Well, and with your cards coming out with the Strength card and the World card, what it tells me here in your reading with that Page of Wands, it comes in as ownership, but yet they're just a page here. It comes in that way. I've got a lot to learn this page here, guys. Yeah, it comes in. Oh, that's all I have to do. I just need to reach out and it's over, Rover. You're going. You need to come towards me. It comes in that way. Interesting. This is coming in as an obstacle and a challenge here. All right. Now you're coming in with the Two of Cups here in your reading, and then you have the Queen of Cups. It does come in as the Three of Cups. Yeah, of course, it can talk about rejoicing, celebration here, and reconciliation here in your reading. But what it also talks about here, what it also talks about here in your reading is that this is completely different to the Queen of Cups here in your reading. That's what I'm getting. This could very well be you and your person here. Now, coming in with the Queen of Cups, you do come in with a water sign here. Oh, well, you can have water sign placements here, guys, okay? But when you're coming in with the Queen of Cups, it talks about love here, all right? It talks about your emotions. It talks about your feelings. But what it can also talk about here in your reading is unconditional love for oneself. That's what it says. That's what the Queen of Cups is all about, is coming first and actually filling that cup of love. Now, it is coming in as an obstacle and a challenge here. And see, it can come in as a perception of love because of how the Strength card and the World card came in. and figuring out the truth about love. What is the truth about love here? See, with the Queen of Cups, characteristics and traits is to actually love outside of themselves, their family, their friends, their children, their home. Yeah, definitely a homemaker. Yeah, everybody loves their home. It's comfy, it's cozy. Here, it's welcoming, but they put a lot into that. But they also, what can happen there is that the Queen of Cups gives, but she may not receive the same, that equal reciprocity here. And what it can also talk about in terms of the Queen of Cups, all right, guys, is that they forget to love themselves. Because they're of that understanding, or even the program here, okay, is the perception, the way in which they've been raised here to show love. Because it's all about showing love. And when you show love to those outside of yourself, you have that expectation here, guys, and it does come in that way, that other people are going to accept you and love you. Hence why you forget to love yourself here in your reading. Because the Queen of Cups is not about herself. That's the thing. But she needs to be. She, he, no gender, but they need to be. They need to fill their cup. Because nobody else is going to fill it. And when you do love outside of yourself here, guys, and there is no reciprocity, that cup can feel depleted. And most times, if not all, this can actually come in as most people here. But in terms of that cup energy here, all right, the emotions and the feelings, everybody has it. Everybody has emotions and feelings. All right, let me keep going here. It's just water signs are more in tune with it. Yeah, they're more likely to know about their emotions and love and feelings here. But what can also happen there in your reading is that they could very well have patterns and habits, like most people here. I just want to say that in terms of patterns and habits, they could have an addiction to alcohol. They could have an addiction to drugs, to gambling, because it's about how things make them feel here, guys. How things make them feel good about themselves, how they can empower themselves could very well mean, here in your reading, patterns and habits. Okay? All right. So how do they show themselves unconditional love here? That's what it's coming in as. So let's come in with the potential outcome. Okay, so you're coming in with the King of Swords. This is the potential outcome. You have the Two of Wands. And you were also coming in with the Ace of Pentacles here. Now coming in with the King of Swords, the sword is about your mind, your mentality here, patterns of thinking here, okay, how you think. Here, your knowledge, your understanding here, guys, that all comes in here as well. All right. And because there is a, Mercury is in retrograde at this point in time. And it is coming in as Leo here. See, what it can talk about there in your reading are certain things that need to be addressed here. Certain things that need to be said that haven't been said here. This can actually, with this King of Swords, what it can talk about there in your reading is boundaries. Setting some boundaries here. It also can come in as how things are going to move forward here, guys. Make sure I nail that one for you. It comes in as waiting for a response from this King of Swords. That's what I'm getting. Like I spoke about over here with the Knight of Wands, the Page of Wands here, that I'm just going to put that action out there. I'm just going to do it, only that much. Okay, a small action, but that action, I want feedback. I want a response. I want a response from you. I want you to say something to me here, and I want to know if it's reciprocal here. Like I said, it came in as ownership, that page. And what I'm also getting here with the Page of Wands, and then you have the Two of Wands here, it's coming in as, like I said, waiting for that response here. There is somebody here waiting for your response if you were coming in with the King of Swords. And what I get here in your reading in terms of the King of Swords, you know what to say. You could already be saying something at this point in time here. See, what it can talk about here in your reading is that you've already said it. This King of Swords has already said it. They've already said it. Now they have to rehash it. But what it can talk about there, guys, when you're coming in with the King of Swords, it's your level of communication. Here, it's your style. Here, in the words you use, because maybe you need to break that down even further. You need to make sure that this person gets it. And in order for this person to get it here, guys, don't use big flashy words like a lawyer or a doctor here. Yeah? Come down a bit here, guys, like you're talking to your family, like you're talking to a friend who knows nothing about the medical world, nothing about the court system here. This person that you're talking to could very well, talk to them as if they're a teenager, that they know very little is what I want to say. That's how this is coming in. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles here, guys. The Ace of Pentacles, how I see it, is a better version of yourself. That's how I see the Ace of Pentacles, because you're coming in with your everyday life here. And unless you're ready to take this new beginning, because all Pentacles are a new beginning here, okay, you need to make sure you're ready to take it, because that Ace of Pentacles ain't going to hang around forever. Let me pull an advice card for you here, Capricorn. Oh, there it is. There's the Ace of Cups. Yeah. Unconditional love, you guys. Feeling that cup of love is what I'm getting. All right, this is coming in as, yeah, there's your emotions, your feelings here. I spoke about the Ace of Cups. This King of Swords knows it. They know. They know what love is, in a sense. Here, guys, yeah, they know what they want. Let me just have a look at this. They know what they want here, guys. All right, this King of Cups. They King of Swords. They know what they want. And I get here they are making... They're going to say it. They're going to talk about it. Right, I am going to leave it there. Thank you so much for your reading. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye.